Steve Baker and Terry Bridge now joined via Zoom by head coach Chuck Martin. And Coach, congratulations. What an outstanding football game after that first quarter. You said it at halftime. We're just trying to muck our way through this and make it happen. And boy, your defense did it and another outstanding job. But your offense came through with big plays when you needed it. Rashad Amos was the man on the ground today.
Yeah, it took all three phases. Obviously, start with SP. Graham was great. Before you mentioned Graham, I'll mention him for you because he was great again.
Yeah.
Those kickoffs. Cade McDonald flipped the field, particularly early when we needed it. And then we get him to jump off sides late. Huge play right there late and getting him to jump. Defense, obviously, first two drives were shaky.
Yeah.
I thought the key to the game was getting that field goal on the second drive, holding them. If they go up 14 or 13-0 there, man, it's not good here. We're on the road. We don't have our starter. But we held them a field goal, and then we didn't do anything. But then we got that fumble, and we didn't do anything again. But Graham makes a field goal, and all of a sudden it's 9-3. We haven't done anything.
Right.
And then from that point on, offense was good, man. You talk about hard yards against a defense that hasn't given up yards on the ground or points like that, getting the game in the 30s against that defense. Like, offense was amazing today. You say, everyone, look at how much they gave up 7 Iowa State. All right, they gave 7 Iowa State. They don't give points. No, we fought and scratched and clawed for all those yards and all those points. And the last touchdown, you got 3 a receiver block and a D end, you got a receiver block and a safety, you got a receiver block and a corner, and Katie does the rest. So incredibly physical game for us. Our kids really stepped up to the challenge. They are a really physical team. We know that on both sides of the ball. And it was a really hard fought game, but our guys got the better of them today.
You talked about chunk plays. You said you'd have to have some of those in the pregame in your interview with Bake, and you made you guys made the plays. You had the big plays of the game.
Yeah, no, after 9-0, we scored 33 straight points against OU.
Right.
Yeah.
It was a dominant performance by our guys. I know they got the score late to cut it back to 14, but it was 9-0 on the road without your starting quarterback, without Corey Suttle, without Jack Coldarn. Gage Larvinen's not near 100%. As you guys know, you watch him early, you watch him now. He's still helping us and fighting his tail off. And then we went 33 love. That's OD and special teams, and it's a very dominant performance.
Yeah, indeed. And, you had so many people step up, but talk about Avon Smith because, this is a kid we talked about on the air, off the air this week and in the pregame show, has gotten better since being inserted into the lineup when Brett got hurt a year ago, has gotten better and better and better. And I think for the most part made really good decisions out there on the field for you today.
Yeah. First couple drives a little jittery, like we all were on the road and here, and we coaches, players alike, and then settled in and really did some nice things. Read some plays. We had some run pass options, and he got the ball like KD read it right. He flipped it out to KD. He had a run pass option on that, and then as you guys know from watching him a year ago, just how hard that kid's going to compete. He's going to fight for every yard, and he's so strong. And there was no easy yards. That touchdown that he got the ball across the line, it's just perfect. Avon Smith, big, strong. So I'm with you, Bake. I think he did make solid decisions today, and I thought he competed like he always did and was a major part. And again, that's a big win. He hasn't played in a big game. You know what I mean?
Right.
Last year, he played early, and then he played late after we were out of it. When we lost OU, we weren't, So he never had really this moment where you're on the road with, obviously us, Buffalo and OU are all tied at 3-1, and somebody's not going to be tied and on the road. And, he hasn't been practicing. He's just got a week. So really, really nice performance. Really, as you know how much I love him and how proud I am of him.
You won the turnover battle today, Coach. That was another thing. One of your keys to the game. It kind of got you going there. It did get you going. You had the ball slapped away from more.
Huge play. That the field goal on the drive before on that side. Again, we didn't do anything. I know we just went 3 and out, kicked the field goal, but you look up, it's 9-3, and they're kind of kicking our butt, but it's 9-3, and you're like, okay, maybe we weathered the storm. We got our feet underneath us, and now we can go. And we did from there. Obviously, we scored 30 more straight. So that, I think the stop before the strip and the strip are the two biggest moments in this football game, no doubt.
Yeah, and I'm telling you, Coach, it was 9-6, and you had 15 yards of total offense in the game, and and really those two field goals got you going.
Yeah.
And
it was that, and then another stop, and then a great Cade punt return.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. Yeah. And then we gained 15 yards on that drive, and we kicked a field goal. So again, it's all three phases for us. We know that we're good in all three phases. We at times we're great in all three phases. At times we're average in all three phases. But we know it's a big deal. We're a team. We're coming in on the road to grind out, and they've out physicaled everybody they've played all year. They've out physicaled. They have scored, and they just. Today, our guys offensively just stayed after him, and there was no easy yards. And then, like you mentioned, Rashad Amos ran like ran like a grown man. Like
Oh,
it was amazing.
Hey, McDonald.
So did KD though. KD had that, you know,
Yeah.
he could have been hitting the backfield and then he took it down to one before we punched in.
Right.
So, but our guys ran hard. Avion, everybody touched the ball, ran hard.
Kate McDonald's a gutsy return man on punts. I mean, he saves you so much in field position. And it's not like it's just once, you know, here and there. It's every game. He is a gutsy player.
Yeah, no, he's got good feel, and he, like you said,
Yeah,
he's fearless back there, and he was huge. Again, we knew with AV it was gonna be a field position game. We knew with our defense, if we won, it was gonna be a field position game. That's all we talked about all week. We didn't talk about, we don't care what it looks like. We don't just go keep playing. The beauty when we were down 9-0, our kids kept playing. Our kids, and we've done it over and over this year. UMass, we got our backs against the wall, we kept playing, right? Western Michigan, we get the backs against the wall, keep playing. Toledo's got us whooped. We keep playing. So the thing I'm most proud of this group and his coaches is their resolve and their resiliency this year has been pretty awesome to be a part of.
Yeah, Coach, you have some time off here before you face Akron on the 8th, and that's actually a good time to have that 10-day to 11-day break to get some health back and also to get some things working for these final 3 games down the stretch. Right now, depending upon what happens next Tuesday at Toledo, kind of sitting in a great spot going into those last 3 games in the Mid-American Conference East.
Well, your 3 games left. You got 2 at home. And you control your own destiny. So obviously Buffalo's 3-1, and we're gonna have to beat them. They're gonna have something to say about this. But we obviously today was huge because whoever won this one was gonna have a leg up on the other one with 3 to play. But you guys know this league. You take your foot off the gas, you'll lose an hour. We're a beat up. Our margin for error is not very good. We don't have a lot of, you know. So we're going to have to muck around, find a way to win a couple more ugly games. Everybody's going to want it to be pretty, and they can want it to be pretty. I just want to get some victories.